Having a little cocktail in my fancy new office. Holiday ready! Yay! So we're just at the airport on the way to Dubai. Are you excited?
Very exciting.
Although I almost lost Max's passport on the way here. Quite a bit of drama.
Security.
But we found it.
Nearly a big upset.
So we just had a little coffee in the mall. It was my first time in the mall and I was very impressed. I feel like you could literally spend every penny you have there, but the shops were amazing and the stock in all the shops was just amazing. I've never seen so many colours of aloe in my life. We had a little coffee and Cipriani's. There's some people watching. Wasn't the people watching, Joe?
Yeah, bang on.
And then there was another little bit of drama because I feel like I bring a bit of chaos wherever I go. I left my hat in the toilet and luckily I found it and I've got it back. But yeah, it's absolutely boiling, but we're just walking around. My natty boyfriend's going for a run, making sure you're nice and stretched. Hey guys, so this is obviously my first vlog. I'm getting ready for night one in Dubai, and I thought I would just do, I don't know if people do this, but I thought I would just do a little intro to what kind of sparked me making this video in the first place. Well, to be honest, my life has been really great recently, but it's just been like, in a positive way, just very stagnant, and I just felt something in me that I was ready for something, like a next step in my life or an additional part of my life, but I didn't know quite what. And then I just feel like I have quite a few fun things coming up, like I've got a few trips, I'm moving out, which is super exciting. So I just thought, why not put myself out my comfort zone? Why not start doing this? You know, I love documenting things, and I just thought if nothing comes from it, it'll be fun and I can look back on this and maybe show my kids one day these little fun videos of my life and my trips. And I also thought I love watching these videos, like if I'm ever in a bad mood, I love watching someone on YouTube who is just positive, and it puts me instantly in a good mood. And I also thought it might hold me a bit accountable to, like, you know, do fun things, make sure I keep up with my routine, because, you know, you'll want to film that stuff. So yeah, that's it really. And you know, it feels a bit strange, you know, being in front of the camera, but who cares? It's a bit of fun. So obviously it's our first night in Dubai. We're staying in the near the mall, which is, I've never stayed here before, and neither has Max, so we kind of just picked it because it's somewhere new. And you know, I'm actually really loving this hotel, and I went to the mall for the first time today, and it's it's just so amazing. Like, there's just so much there, but it's honestly like, it's so dangerous. Like, I could have spent everything I earned there. But the people watching there is also just amazing. So, and Max and I, we love people watching. So we had a really fun time. But I thought there's been a little bit of, if you'll probably get to know quite soon, but I can be quite clumsy. And you know what? I used to sometimes find it a bit embarrassing, but I'm like, if you can't laugh at yourself, then whatever, because I just love people that can laugh at themselves and don't take themselves too seriously. So, at least I'm, making people laugh along the way. But we did have a bit of drama getting here. So, firstly, well, let me actually go back. I'll explain the whole start to finish of the trip so far. So, it was a weird travel. I actually travelled up from work. So I was in London, and I swear to God, I think my work think I'm a lunatic right now. I came in with all my hats, I came in with my massive suitcase, and I work in a corporate job, so that's quite funny. But then, so I went out for a drink with work because we finished early because it's Easter Thursday, and then I got the train to Gatwick, which was actually super easy, and I met Max there, which was fun. But so all was going well. I actually felt a little bit tipsy because Max doesn't drink and I don't, since being with him naturally, I've just kind of not drunk as much. So I am such a lightweight now that one cocktail is enough to I felt very tipsy on the train, which is quite fun, travelling a bit tipsy. However, when we got to security, I had our passports and they had our boarding pass in the middle of them. And I put them both on my tray, not thinking anything of it. And then when it comes out the other end, there's 2 boarding passes and 1 passport. At first, for some reason, I thought it was mine, and I was freaking out. And then I realised it was Max's that was missing, and I was freaking out even more because I was thinking I would just feel so guilty. And it literally, like, we were so lucky because it must have been on the top of the tray or something, and it like got sucked down the end or sort of the edges of the sort of veil thing. And literally, luckily, I was looking for my whole bag and I was like blaming him. I was like, you must have had it. And then I looked for everything and there was nothing there. And I literally was about to burst out crying. And then this sweet guy came over with it and he was like, what's your name? And then Max said his name. And luckily it was there because I was thinking, imagine if I lost this passport there. We couldn't go on holiday. And I just know me and I would have felt so guilty and I would have been a nightmare all weekend. Because I would be feeling so bad about it, I would not be able to shut up about it. So that was one almost disaster, but we found it, so, all was well. Then we had the flight was good, it was a night flight, that was all good, and then this one's a little bit more trivial. We were just in the mall today, and we were leaving, and we were both, like, really ready to get out of there, I thought shopping for too long is just not fun. And we were obviously quite tired from the flight, and then we were leaving, and I was like, where's my hat? And I had my hat on me. And we went back to the coffee shop, we went back to toilets, and luckily it was sat there on the toilet, so there's me just causing chaos again. But I am getting ready because we're going out for dinner, and my best friend of forever lives out here. So I'm so excited to see her tonight. Like, I haven't seen her in months. And yeah, I'm just so excited. And her funny story, I actually met him on the plane to Mykonos, like in August time last year. So obviously I met him with all my friends because I was going on a girls' holiday. So they have met, but they haven't met since we've been boyfriend and girlfriend. So I'm like so excited because they're both so similar, and I just think they're going to get on like house on fire. So I'm so excited to be reunited with her. I'm so excited to see how they get along. And yeah, I've almost done my makeup. The weather out here is great. It was very hot, but it was about 30 today. I think it was about 39 earlier in the week, so I'm glad it's gone down to 30. And I've actually got ready quite on time. I need to do my hair, obviously. But that is good for me. So I'm just using a little Chanel lip liner. I switch between these and the Makeup Forever ones. Actually, I learned this trick from one of the people I watch on YouTube, and you should always, that is why, because I can see how smudgy it's going, you should always do it close to the mirror. What I really like about this is that it has a little brush on the upper end, so you can kind of like smudge it in. And to be honest, I didn't think like the brush would add anything, but it actually kind of does. Kind of just melts the colour in a bit better. And this shade is 158 Rose Natural. This is actually a bit pinkier than I usually get quite a brownie colour. If it sounds quite quiet in here, it is, and I'm really grateful about that. Max actually gone for a run. I don't know how he has done that in this heat, but it's probably a bit of a blessing in disguise, because I feel like it's one thing I feel a bit cringe about doing this anyway, but doing it in front of him or knowing that he can hear me is just like makes me even more nervous about it. So yeah. And sometimes getting ready, you know, men just don't really get it the same. So I feel like sometimes I can just, it's good for him to get out and do a run that will make him happy, and I can just chill in here and listen to Sugar Babes and get ready and mind my business. So yeah, it is the Easter bank holiday, by the way, in the UK, and I'm filming this. So this is actually a really random trip. Max just kind of put this like a few weeks ago, or suggested it a few weeks ago, and he has friends out here, I have friends out here, so I was like, yeah, you know what, let's do it. It's a great chance for me to see my bestie, and I'm glad we did, because I think the weather back at home isn't the best. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to do my hair and pick an outfit after this.
We to Shreadfast, lecture, very happy, it's a great lecture. So let's work out. Day 2 in Dubai, and I am so excited because we're going to my favourite beach club out here. It's called Cantine. It's like a sports club. They have, I think it's maybe pickleball. They have like little courts where you can just like use a bat and ball and play with that. The pool is gorgeous. The restaurant overlooks the pool for lunch. And then the beach have volleyball, and it's just so relaxing. They have gorgeous smoothies. So I'm so excited to have a full Sunday chill here. It's at Blue Waters, which is, I love it there because it feels more tropical. It's like the sea there is like so nice and wavy. Not sure that's the right term, but it doesn't feel like, because I have two thoughts on Dubai. Like some parts I feel very like manufactured and fake, and I don't love that side to it. But like there's certain parts like in the sea or Blue Waters or the beaches, you just feel like you forget you're in Dubai in a way, and you kind of feel like you're in somewhere more tropical, which I love. Yesterday we had such a fun day. It was me, Max and Scarlett at the beach club. Scarlett and I had a little bit too much to drink, but it was just so fun. There's nothing better than being carefree with your besties at a beach club in the sun. And it was really sweet to see that Scarlett was saying how content I seem, which is like, I honestly think that's like the nicest compliment you can get. So that was really, really cute. It was so nice to see her. And then actually the evening ended a bit strangely. Max and I are like, we eat super healthy together. Like we don't like the feeling of pigging out. I think we went to the mall and we just kind of fancied like a non-dinnery dinner, so we just fancied, you know, just like grabbing a quick bite to eat, not caring what you look like sort of vibe. It's a really relaxed, no pressure dinner. So we went around the mall and we were just trying to find somewhere, and it was all just like KFC vibes and stuff like that in the food court, and like that's a bit of an extreme for me. So we ended up going to somewhat middle ground, went to Shake Shack, which to be honest I actually thought it was not great out here. The burger was quite soggy, but I just felt awful afterwards. So I feel like I just don't even enjoy that sort of food anymore. And I feel like where I eat it less, my body's really intolerant to it, so I just get like the worst stomachache afterwards. But then because we wanted to taste that bowl now, so we went to Oak Ferry afterwards, which I'm just obsessed with. It is just the best. We need more of those in London. And then that was great, but then we just ended up getting a cookie as well, and I just felt like a million stone when I left and felt so bloated and horrible. So, but you know, it's fun at the time, and sometimes when you're like chilling and not going out, you just kind of want to have a little fun piggy evening. So it served its purpose for the time. Oh my god, I just realised you can probably hear the TV in the background. I like fell asleep to like the Geo channel, and it's actually so interesting. I was so intrigued. I could have watched it for hours. But yeah, super excited today. We've just done my bestie's class and she was so amazing. Made me so proud of her and I'm dripping in sweat. We had an acai bowl and that's the end of our trip.
Goodbye, Twiggy. It's been fun.